Okay, let's go ahead and try and solve these equations. We've got something times by something equals 0. So it's of the form a times b equals 0. All we have to do is make one of the things 0. Let's go ahead and give it a go, all right? So here we either make x minus 2 equal to 0, or we focus on making the x plus 3 equals 0. Go ahead and solve these as two linear equations, plus 2 plus 2. So therefore this is x equals to 2. Let's just make sure that works. What happens if we substitute 2 for x? We put 2 here, we put 2 here. Can you see that 2 minus 2 is 0 times by 5? And that of course equals 0 because it doesn't matter that this is 5, this is 0. Okay, let's go and take the next bit. So otherwise, or we make x plus 3 equals 0, minus 3 minus 3. So here we get a solution x equals to negative 3. Let's check that out. Let's test it in the original equation. So if x equals negative 3, let's sub a negative 3 here. Let's sub a negative 3 here. Negative 3 subtract 2 is negative 5. But that's times by 0 here. And of course, negative 5 times 0 is 0. All right, so that's our technique each time. If we have factors, we either make one of the factors 0, or we make the other factor equals 0. And now we've managed to turn this into a simpler linear equation to solve minus 3 minus 3. Oops, my bad. Let me just go back. Didn't quite get that second minus 3. Minus 3 minus 3 to both sides. This is 2x equals negative 3. And now divide by 2, divide by 2. We've got x equals negative 3 over 2. And the second solution, I think I can just do x equals 2, right? So two solutions. Look down here. This still works. We either make 4 equals to 0, or we make 3x minus 2 equals 0. Now that's a bit weird. It's impossible, right, to make 4 equals to 0. So that doesn't really help us. Another way we could think about this is, see this 4 here? We could have actually done a bit of the balancing method first before we did the factoring. Look, what if we divide both sides by 4, right? We'd get rid of that 4 here. So then we'd have 3x minus 2 equals 0. Okay then, this is just a regular linear equation, right? So we didn't really need to think about this as two solutions. Divide by 3, my bad, divide by 3. And that is x equals to 2/3. And then finally, let's do let's see that 2. Let's divide both sides by 2. So that gets rid of here. So then we've got 6x plus 1 into x minus 3 equals to 0, right? Because 0 divided by anything is 0. And now let's make either 6x plus 1 equals 0, or let's make x minus 3 equals 0. Go ahead and now solve with your balancing, minus 1 minus 1. So 6x equals negative 1. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X equals to negative 1/6. And over here, plus 3 plus 3. Plus 3 plus 3. Therefore, x equals to 3. So you can see for those equations, we've actually got two solutions. 2 factors, 2 solutions. 2 factors, remember, with the variable x in, 2 solutions. We've actually only got 1 factor with the variable x in, so therefore 1 solution. And 2 factors with the variable x in, therefore 2 solutions.